Today, I'll walk you through the steps I took to diagnose and repair a P0420 error code, catalyst system efficiency below threshold, bank 1. The customer mentioned that the check engine light was on, so I got to work. First, I connected a scan tool to the vehicle and confirmed the P0420 code was present. While monitoring the live data, I noticed that the signal from the heated oxygen sensor, B1S2, was fixed and not responding as it should. This sensor is critical because it measures the efficiency of the catalytic converter. If it's not working properly, it can throw off the vehicle's emissions system. To start, I inspected the oxygen sensor's connector, terminals, and wiring harness. Everything appeared intact, no visible damage or corrosion. Then I turned the ignition on and used a multimeter to back probe the sensor. I checked for the required 12 volts and a ground of 0.10 volts or less. Both were present, meaning the electrical supply to the sensor was fine. Next, I started the engine and performed a propane enrichment test to see how the sensor would respond to a rich air-fuel mixture. I raised the engine RPM to 2500, but the signal from the heated oxygen sensor remained fixed. It didn't budge. To test further, I disconnected the propane enrichment equipment and created a vacuum leak, which should have caused the sensor's signal to change, but it stayed the same. At this point, I knew the sensor itself might be faulty. I disconnected its connector and used a multimeter to measure the resistance of the sensor. There was no continuity, confirming that the heated oxygen sensor, B1S2, had failed internally. After verifying that the issue was indeed with the oxygen sensor, I replaced it with a new one. I cleared the fault codes using the scan tool and took the car for a road test. The vehicle ran smoothly, and the check engine light stayed off. No codes returned, confirming that the problem was fixed. Explanation: this repair highlights the importance of thorough diagnostics. It's not enough to just replace parts. You need to confirm the fault through proper testing. In this case, by testing the sensor's response to propane enrichment and a vacuum leak, I ruled out other potential issues like a bad wiring harness or a catalytic converter failure. Stay tuned for more diagnostic and repair tips. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.